Today we review Space Knight Cosmo Blue and Space Knight Cosmo Red on the Game Boy Color. These two games are basically the same game, different versions, with minor differences, like in the Pokemon games for example. They were developed by Imagineer and released 2001 exclusively in Japan. You are a member of the ISNA and you save the worlds, I guess, together with companions that you recruit on the way. While that might sound like a Final Fantasy kind of game, it is actually very close to Pokemon. The companions that you collect are like wild Pokemon that you capture, just that they're not an animal equivalent, but more like normal people. Which also means that you beat up millions of people to grand levels. Well, I'm sure they all deserved it. I'm also not sure what's the difference between the people in the city that we don't beat up but buy things from, and the people out of the city that we fight and recruit. Let's not think too much about it. The presentation of the game is great. The whole game is using one theme, which is space. Everything is really aligned to that theme, especially the UI, which in the most games of the time is just some easy menus, is completely designed around the theme and looks awesome. The music is great and the fights change the perspective between overworld sprites and more detailed sprites seamlessly while fighting. That looks great and is way ahead of the presentation of the clear inspiration, Pokemon. The background music sounds good too, and there's even some small start cutscene. The only thing that is a bit disappointing is the look of the overworld outside of the cities. That looks a bit too empty. I give the presentation 4.5 out of 5 points. The gameplay is very Pokemon-like. Like I already said, in this game you're not catching animal-like beings, but you're recruiting people-like beings. So people fight against other people, and the first fighter you get is yourself. Besides that, you run around, grind levels, and recruit aliens to solve the problems of multiple planets. Unlike Pokemon, the overworld in this game are different planets. They are not connected, but can be visited using a spaceship. I like the connected overworld a bit more. Besides that, it uses a great gameplay system. I give the gameplay 4 out of 5 points. Let's get to the important question. Would I recommend playing the game? Just if you speak Japanese. Sadly, there's no translation patch for the game, and the game is very text heavy. Without speaking Japanese, it gets hard to know where to go and what to do. I'm looking forward to replay the game if a translation patch gets released somewhere. I give the game overall 4 out of 5 points.